Peace and pause, my people. We are back with another game of chess. It's your neighborhood hero, Saint. You dig? Let's get into it. Let's play some chess. I'm at 600 right now. I'm trying to pass it. Starting off with a little Queen's Gambit here. So if I move my pawn up to d5, I could attack their knight. They could take, but I could take back with my pawn or my queen, but I don't want to bring my queen out too early. So just gonna develop. You don't know what to do, just develop. Feel like they're gonna bring their bishop down, put more pressure on that pawn, which dude, patience. Patience is key. Patience is key. My next move is gonna be moving the other knight because I want to get my knights out first and then my bishops, and then basically just castle. So with that being said, I do want to appreciate all my subscribers that have, and also my newly subscribers that subscribe to this channel, Brain Overboard. Truly appreciate your subscription. We will be doing new videos, reviewing old videos, doing new breakdowns, and also training and trying to get to, I don't know, 1,000 elo. Can it be done? I believe it can. This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I love the waiting game. Okay, that's something that you don't want to do, is that they move their queen out early. And I'm thinking, like, if I was to put my dark square bishop on g5 to attack the queen, they would just, they would actually come up. They could come up. They would have these two squares to go to. Well, excuse me, not that one, but f5 to go to. Why would they do that? That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Or these, or g6. But if I leave it alone, they'll come up with the pawn, creating more pressure to my d4 square. So now I have 3 pieces on a square that only is covered by 2 pieces. Slow wins the race. I already see their game. They move there anyway. Okay. For all the beginners, this is the worst position you want to be in here. Like, this is bad. Unless you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, listen. All power to you, but I literally have like multiple videos of don't bring your queen out early. My opponent hasn't been watching my videos. Clearly. Bro. Okay. Uh hmm. Now I'm at 600 elo. Whenever I get to 600 elo and I'm playing opponents that's over 600, they do wild things like this. So that's why I said, like, unless you know what you're doing, don't bring your queen out early. But that's like a basic principle that they're breaking. So now I'm gonna punish it. Some radical moves my opponent just pulled. I had to move my bishop because I want to move my e3 pawn. I want to get you some action. No, I can't do that. So it'd be one piece defending my pawn, and my opponent would have the knight and the queen. So I can't do that. Decision, I don't want it all, so I give it all. I want to forget, but I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing. You shouldn't let blockade. Board bro. I need my name so I can move d4 pawn up. Gotta get my queen's knight out. It's the next move I do. It's getting that queen's knight out. You're, you're trying for the quicker picker upper. Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Eh. But what you did was I move the knight. I can, then I'll lose a pawn and a rook. I don't want to do that. So get out of my area. I don't even know why you're here. Breaking so many principles. And this is what happens when you break principles. You run low on time. People like this, you gotta watch. You gotta really watch. I was thinking about cutting this whole video, but I think I'm just gonna put it up. I don't feel like cutting it. It's too much. It takes too long. It's too much work. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. It's my video. I do whatever I want. Yeah, I don't even know why you did that. If I put my knight here, where can they go? I would have this square, this square, this square, this square. Obviously, it's occupied by my pawn, but these are the squares that I would have if I move my knight here on h4. So where could they put their queen? Maybe to a5, possibly e4. Possibly g5. If they were to go to any of these squares, what could I do? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to develop. I'm going to develop for right now because I want to see what their game plan is. Because they're protecting their queen, but they have some lead ways to get out. I don't want to leave any lead ways to get out whatsoever. And if I did put my knight there, you know the old saying, knights on the rim are grim or dim. I get both of them mixed up, but I feel like both of them are the same thing. Very, very grim. And also, if they were to move their queen, let's say to h5, they could just take my knight on the next move. Oh, they can't, because that would be putting your queen in the line of fire of my bishop and my queen backing up my bishop. So I would say g5 would be the perfect bet if they wanted to attack my knight, and they could. They could. And I don't want to expose my king and give away my position moving any pawns on f2 or g2. So we're just going to develop. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. It's crazy because I feel like I always find good moves with my opponent. Oh, I got to turn my phone off. Booty calls. It's like, nah. Um, Usually the next move in that position is bishop takes knight on c3 or they castle. So I take. You're doubling your pawns up, but I just want a bishop. Now I gotta figure out how to undouble my pawns. Hopefully they give me a chance to. Okay. Okay, that was a good move. We'll do an attack here. Attack their queen. They can't go here. They can't go here. Can't go here. Can't move back. This is the only square that they have. Or either G4 or H5. It's the only squares you can go to. So what are you gonna do? And I have no problems with trading queens. And this is why you don't want to bring your queen out early. They have their queen in front of the battle. You have to understand, like, you want your queen protected. Even though it's the strongest piece on the board, you want your queen protected at all times. Maybe a piece backing it up, like they have their pawn backing up their queen, but what is a pawn gonna do? I'm gonna take that queen. I could exchange any piece for that queen because it's the most powerfulest piece on the board. And it looks like they picked h5. seeing if I push my e3 pawn up, they have two attackers. One, two. I have one, two. But I get this diagonal open for my bishop, and I get to actually develop my bishop. So whoever takes first on that battle, they would lose. Real quick, let me tell you guys how I got to 600, okay? I look at, excuse me, not look at, but I look for pens. I look for, now I'm starting to learn skewers. Very, very tactical, very useful in games. Skewers. Skewers, 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 skewers. That was a bad move. That was really a bad move. You know, mm, yeah, that was a bad move. I'm seeing something here. I'm going to check, and now I can take your knight. Because you're either gonna put your bishop to block, or your pawn to create that pawn chain. Or move your knight back. It's a good move. This is the best move in that situation. So that was just the full warning. So I'm gonna need you not to do that again. I'm gonna come back with my queen, okay? Because I have time. Time is crucial, but use it wisely. They should just castle. I would castle if I was in their position. See, they could disrupt my double pawns. Ah, and now they start moving up. Okay. So let me move up then. And then see a way I see a way I can undouble my pawns. Let's see. I just need them not to bring their pawn down to g4. If they can keep that pawn there, I could move my pawn on d4 up to d5. They're not going to know what to do at that point. What, take e4? Then I just take with the rook. The rook! In the words of Gotham Chess. Free shout out. Thinking I want to bring this pawn up so I can get my bishop to a3 so I can have this diagonal, and then they can't castle, which I already see they're most likely gonna castle on queen side. Just got one move with the bishop. Okay. Okay, so they did take, well, not take, but they did move with the pawn. I feel like if I'm thinking strategically, the next move would be they take the bishop, so I would only be able to take with the pawn on g2, because if I took with the queen, they just take my queen. That's a free queen. Take. If they take with the knight, that's what I thought, then here, my bishop is protected by my knight. They can't steal my knight because it's protected by my queen. My bishop, my other white square bishop, is protected by my rook. If they attack my bishop, they would win a free rook. And that's exactly what they did. That is exactly what they did. That was a miss. I think it's 600 Elo players to 700 is where you have to just wait for them to make a blunder, like I just did, and they caught it and they punished me for it. But time is ticking. I do hate winning one time though. I like winning by checkmate. Thinking they'll bring their pawn up, try to attack my c4 pawn. If I was to come up, they just take. I could take. They take, doubling their pawns up. I want to get my bishop on this diagonal here. And I also want to get my pawns undoubled. Gotta focus on one thing at a time though. I was about to say, I wish my bishop was a knight. You can't wish in this game. There are no wishing. There is no wishing. There are no wishes. There are no wishes. There is no wishing. There we go. And then no, I don't want that because then they will be able to take that pawn. You can't really go anywhere. Yeah, I'm probably gonna win on time, and I'm most likely gonna chop this up because this time is ridiculous. If it literally takes you like almost 12 minutes to make a move, that's disastrous. You need to be playing like an hour or two games. Like, yeah, I won at this point. I can make any move at this point and still win. Yeah. All right. That is the end of this video. I truly hate winning by time, but a win is a win. Can't doubt that. So, catch you in the next video. Keep your peace, keep your pawns, stay blessed up. Later.